What are you doing? Stop, my baby. What are you doing? Reggie. Yeah. Got some tea.
샛별
Here we go. Hi, Fat Cat. Welcome. The cat in the. I'm assuming that's a cat. Oh, poor baby. I was like the cat in that emote looks very similar to Lady. The belly dancer cat. Well, I think Lady's fluffier. I'm sorry. Yes, did I compare you? I
샛별
apologize. Oh, she left me because she's mad. Sigh. By the way, if you haven't seen it yet, Sonic Frontier on Steam is like super cheap right now. It's like $11 US. Maybe a little bit more because tax, but that's still a steal. Pardon me. Eh. Ah, there we go. Take the bus to Big Moist. Do I have any side quests? Bertram, the baker on Plunkett Street in Ocean City, asked you to bring him 150 pounds of sugar if you happen to find that much somewhere. Ah, steamy. You should sleep. Well, you'll have silly shenanigans to watch while you're waiting for sleep to take you. Rufus! Thank God you're finally awake. Am I? If you say so. What's eating you? I'm at my wit's end. Charles Wallace has gone missing. Really? Where'd he go? He wouldn't be missing if I knew that. She closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. Okay. Okay, I'm panicking. Come on, Jessica, don't panic. I do know where he went before he went missing. What happened? We're having trouble getting the detectatron to focus on the next artifact. All we could get was the Big Moist. Like the Big Moist? The Big Moist? The Big Moist? It's a swamp north of Porkham. I'm pretty sure that the entire swamp is not the cursed artifact in question. Charles went out there yesterday afternoon to see if a downed power line or something was causing interference. He hasn't come back yet? No! No, he hasn't. Maybe I should go looking for him. Are you trying to drive me crazy? Come on, get a wiggle on for crying out loud. Charles could have been eaten by a gatorman by now. You got a map of the Big Moist. This sponge, you are assured, will act as an effective map of the moist lands. Somebody had an issue with, somebody had an issue with the word moist, and they know that other people have an issue with the word moist. And this is their, revenge for all the people who had an issue with the word moist. Have I said moist enough yet for you? Me eaten by what now? Is this a map of slice of Swiss cheese? I'm going. This map of slices. It's a sponge. Which jelly have you been going to? A sponge is definitely not a map. You're going to a swamp. It's soft, damp, and it has holes in it. What do you want from me? Okay, all right. Did you say something about Gatormen? Gatormen! You know. I don't, which seems like a good thing. Big Moist is home to a tribe of nasty and belligerent half-people, half-alligators. They don't take kindly to intruders. Such as, for example, Charles Wallace. More of me, presumably. Are you chickening out on me now? Ugh, I can't read. Ooh, are you chickening out on me now, when a friend's life is possibly at stake? Ever heard of the sunk cost fallacy? The look on Jessica's face does not seem like the best time for this quip if you want to continue to have a face to make quips out of. I'm going. A friend gets a chill up her spine when you say moist with a lisp on the S. Moist. I don't know. The moist. Don't likes it. That's fair. Bertram's Bakery. Rodkin Fine Jewelry. It's fine. To the Big Moist. Chapter 4. Swamped. Big number. Ooh, 35 stream streak. Nice. Welcome back, Froxus. You've caught us at the Big Moist. Let's stop. Wouldn't trust this rickety old shelter to protect you from a single raindrop. In true gentleman behavior, you and her boyfriend sat for a 2-hour card ride just saying moist. Oh, that's terrible. Poor thing. The notice board. Let's see what there is to notice. There's a poster from the local tourist bureau advertising something called Mudhenge. Apparently it's the biggest henge in the country, or county. For anything else. Another poster grabs your attention. Missing, Tom Chapman. Inquire at Largemouth Bass and Sons. The face of a teenage boy is circled in an attached photograph. A portrait of the boy and his elder male relatives, each holding a largemouth bass proportionate to his own height. Seems there's a similar poster right beneath it. Cat must have no soul. Kathy Tracy inquired at Largemouth Bass. What is going on at Largemouth Bass and Sons? Make a missing poster for Charles. Yo, let's do that. But you don't have a pen or a pencil with which to write a missing poster. You could remove the posters already on the notice board. Might not help, but at least nobody will be looking for these two kids when they could be looking for Charles. No, let's not do that. Sold it to become fat. You wanna wander aimlessly through a fetid swamp? Cinnamon Roll can do that too. Point walking out of the swamp. Okay, I guess we're continuing. Let's see what's going on at Largemouth Bass and Sons. Uh-oh. You slog through the swamp as your slog through the swamp is interrupted by an unfortunately familiar face. There you are, dearie. How nice to see you again, although I would have wished for a more festive setting. I'm afraid this can't wait for the winter snow. Ah, geez, not you again. Me again. Dark Noel, at your service. You'd be doing me a service by leaving me alone. Well, now don't be such a Grinch. I have presents for you. What's a Grinch? Wait, the character in that game has some real swag to his walk. He's wearing high-heeled shoes. Wait, did you say presents? That's right. Painful retribution and Yuletide curses. Grinch is capitalized. It was very clever of you hiding in the Institute, all warm and cozy behind the Dean's wards where I couldn't get to you. But now that you're near the source of our power, it's time for me to deck your halls, if you get my meaning. Just looking for my uncle. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything about the Dean, or your plans, or your weird dreams, or any of it. She lays a finger aside her nose, and her eyes start to glow red. And green. Well, I don't know if I'd be able to fight Noelle. Cat. Swab of wet hair. Decrease Noelle's muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 5. Yes, please. Physical damage. Oh, this won't end my turn. Sure. Hmm. Quack. Parmesan missile. I have no action points left. It's the whisker, though. Nice. Maybe we do have a chance. Ouch. Never mind. Jingle, jingle. Well, I'm dead. Surrender. You lost. Noelle looms over you, gloating with a sinister look in her eyes. You realize that winning is better than losing, and you resolve to do better in the future. Cower. She takes a small snowflake-shaped cookie cutter out of her pocket and presses it into your forehead. It's painfully cold. You got a perk. Noelle's Dark Sigil. The most horrible time of year. Why? Next time I see you, dearie, I'll be ringing the sleigh bells. Ho ho ho! She dances away into the swamp. Well, this sucks. Do I have anything that could help with that? Flakes. You left me. Damage for your weapon attacks by 4. Hello! Hi, babe. Thunder Ring. Shadow Beer. Shadow Hot Dog. Ah, that's better. Poodle. Ew. Makes you immune to bleeding, though. Nice. Mmm, spider eggs. Delicious. It was a total massacre. I thought I had a chance. I'm sorry. Oh, did you have a little fun at the bar? I ended up making an omelet earlier. Cheese omelet. A little bit of Valentina sauce. Like that. In fact, bedeviled. Tee. You eat the chicken, you devil, you. You won 6-0. Nice. Good job. Melee, robot fuel, shadow beer, his muscle by 1 and the damage of your melee attacks. Blob of spider webs. Cosmetic wine. Pardon me. Steel coffee, diner coffee. If someone next to you is judging you, is it the cat? Thing seems really dangerous. Are you sure you want to go through with this? Graph open a boy with the cold ones. A pleasant numbness spreads within you, soothing darkness. You gain the effect out of focus. You got 1 foot in the shadow and it's making you care less about the slings and arrows of the physical world. Cold. Yes. Time to visit the litter box. Time to visit the litter box and gather the kitties for sleepy sleep. State your business. Business. Do what you must then, but for your own good, don't hang around. Largemouth Bass and Sons is cursed of late, stranger. Sales are down, children going missing. The bosses have stopped speaking to one another. I'd quit, but God help me, I love the dang fish. Why don't the bosses speak to one another? Between you and me, at 3,600 largemouth bass, Mr. Chapman and Tracy haven't been on speaking terms since Mr. Chapman was snubbed at the Academy Awards a few years back. They tolerate each other only because they both perform a function vital to the business, which is Mr. Tracy debones the fish and Mr. Chapman rebones them. Only then are the fish ready for sale at the market. So you take out the fish's bones and then put them back in? Tradition. For generations, the Chapman has deboned the bass and the Tracy rebones them. A unique process that gives our bass its distinctive tang. What goes on at this place? We fish largemouth bass, and most of us are sons. What do you think happened to the kids? If you ask me, it's what I just did. Hell, they ran off. This life isn't for everyone, and Tom and Kathy, they never had the makings of a largemouth bass boner or reboner. Or deboner and reboner. My bad. Blah, 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 blah. Good night, fat cat. Guard eyes you suspiciously. Can I not talk to you? It's not. Guard seems a little nervous. The shotgun's keeping you out or keeping something else in? Who cares? Let's go inside. Tracy house. Grizzled mariner must hate being stuck behind a desk. Greetings. As a mariner, do you hate being stuck behind a desk? Excuse me, I make 6 figures a year behind this desk. Hey, mind your manners. You're addressing Adam Tracy, Chief Deboning Officer of Largemouth Bass and Sons. You hear about Kathy? I saw some posters about missing children. That's right. 3 nights ago, Kathy disappeared along with all her clothes and possessions and contents of that safe there in the company truck. Ah, and the Chapman kid. Like she might have run away from home. I'll excuse the remark as you don't know my Kathy, but suffice it to say that's impossible. Kathy loves largemouth bass almost as much as assuming preordained roles in a multi-generational family business. Nah, Kathy wouldn't see you simply leave home. There's a much simpler explanation. Occam's gator. Make six figures behind the desk. Right? Like, dang nabbit. Or you make six figures behind my back? I wish. Occam's gator? A monstrous gator man, centuries old, 10 feet tall. And if he's an inch with 10 feet tall if he's an inch. With scales as blue as the deepest ocean. He has two tails as sharp as razors, and he's not afraid to shave you. His appetites are insatiable. He'll strike at night and gobble up our fish, guns, tax returns, whatever. Now I fear my Kathy. 7 figures if you include the monopoly money. Lol. I don't know what we did to provoke his ire, but that beast has bullied and bothered our business since my grandfather was a toddler in pants. Some things swamp itself has summoned him up to be our tormentor. If Occam's ate Kathy, aren't we too late? Occam's gator sounds made up. My friend Charles is listening. Could Occam's have taken him too? Certainly it's possible. I don't think criminality of Occam's gator knows any bounds. Think he ate Kathy? You have to understand, for decades, Occam's gator has been the sole author of this business's misfortune. He could eat a child? Absolutely. That's his MO, or monstrous operandi. Carl Fish! Oh no! Did I say Carl Fish? Sup? I'm Carl. He's also Carl. And then he's also Carl. Okay, sorry. If Occam's ate Kathy, aren't we too late? Not necessarily. Occam's only handicap is his glacially slow digestion. Go ask Sylvester, our guard of ours. He was swallowed up by Occam's, but by stripping off in his belly and greasing his body in Occam's own fat, he was able to slither up and out of Occam's jaw while the great beast slept. Ew. Okay, where can I find Sylvester? I don't know. We had to terminate him for attempting to unionize. Occam's gator sounds made up. There's nothing made up about a giant blue gator man who eats guns. One of our guards actually saw Occam's. He took a shot at him. Conventional weapons have no effect. Are you saying you haven't seen Occam's gator? I've seen the destruction he's wrought. I've certainly seen that. Time for you to go to bed. Okay, I love you. Ah, ik liebe dich auch. Good Nacht. There a finder's fee if I if I finders her find her. 300 meet my grandfather's fishing rod. But I'm running the show, all right, not Chapman. I know he's got a missing boy too, but you can't just involve a reboner in operations like this. They're far too emotional. If you're dealing with me, you'll keep him out of it. Welcome home. actually took care of the bathroom. Ik wil guessen, du bist. Anyway, back to what we were doing. What's so special about this fishing rod? What's special about it? I can catch things that your scientists would say are impossible to find in water. How about that? So it doesn't catch fish. Yes, fish, but also impossible things. Forget that you're sweet. Aww. Think about it. Sure, I'll be here while you think, and my daughter will be dissolving inside the belly of a gator. Get on my way for now. Through the knife of the deboner doth still shape largemouth bass, and the world through our action there are legion who do not believe and would tear down thy work. Garrett. Emptied to magnify the misfortune of my stolen daughter. And when did this happen? 3 nights ago. I'm still in shock. Can't even muster the strength to close the safe. I could do that for you. It's not hard. Chance your daughter could have opened the safe? Possible. I never told her the combination was 3. Tough break. The mess through there. Oh, I don't mind. I don't mean it's messy. I'm saying that's the room where we have meals. It's that type of mess. Well, they only really use that term in the armed forces. You don't consider fishing to be part of the armed forces? What do you think we use to hold the rods? Arms. Ah ha 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 ha. Okay, that took me a second. You're not close enough to read this. I absolutely am. Certification of nomination for award. Be it known that Adam Tracy was nominated for an Academy Award of Merit for outstanding achievement. Best deboning. Bass. For something? What's back there? Crew quarters. Off limits. You live here? Where the fish live, we live. Can I go inside? No, that's a space for Tracy family, like a crypt. Can I go to that? Better not. See if we can talk. Are you? No, that's not Sylvester. Okay. Molly. Seems friendly aside from the gun. Are you Sylvester? How are the fish today? Large and loving it. Thanks for asking. Clearly got like. What's this about a guard who got eaten by Occam's gator? Sylvester didn't get eaten by anybody. I told him to say that because it was the only excuse the bosses would accept for a 2-hour lunch break. Oh no! What do you know about Occam's gator? Oh, that's fake. It is? Yeah, that's a legend. An old bass wife's tale. Sometimes things go missing, or the business has a run of bad luck, and folks want a deeper explanation for it. I can tell you that nobody's here has ever laid eyes on any giant gator man. Bosses can't even agree on what he's supposed to look like. So Occam's gator didn't kidnap these kids. I really doubt it. Boss says you saw him. Did you ever tell a boss what they wanted to hear? There's a gator in these parts, alright. That would scare him off the property on an almost daily basis. If you don't believe me, you're welcome to go and visit their stomping grounds. Won't find any sort of Occam's gator there, I assure you. Occam's gator sounds pretty scary, as do all fairy tales. Doesn't make him any more real. Fair enough. Sign identifies these waters as a site of historical importance. This pool is the birthplace of largest mouth loop. A bass present at the signing of the Declaration of Independence. On August 2nd, 1792, he returned to his home waters to die, but his body was never found. Oh, I can go fishing here. Not planning on sticking that rod in there. We have exclusive license to fish those water. Is there any way I can fish here? Nah. Well, I didn't want to fish here anyway. A viscous puddle reflects a gloomy face. Talk to the puddle or the man? Puddle. Hello, sir. Can't understand you. It's a puddle. Alright, talk to the man. What's the matter with you? She's left me. Who left you? Amphibious truck. Oh, so not a person. Now I'm more interested in amphibious trucks. So what happened to your truck? Our truck. The company truck. We used to take it to the fish market. We used it, pardon me, to take it to the, I can't read today. Ah! We use it to take the fish to the market. There. A couple nights ago, I forgot to fill her up before bed. Must have really ticked her off because the next morning she was gone. No note, nothing. Are you suggesting this truck is sentient? It's funny, I wouldn't have thought so, but I can't see any other explanation for it running off the way it has. Does it have anything to do with the missing kids? Tom and Kathy? It'd have to talk to Mr. Chapman and Mr. Tracy about that. Maybe they took the truck? No, seems like a stretch. When did the children go missing? Same day as the truck. I think that's probably a coincidence. What's this puddle here? Gas I never gave her that night. It's here now in our special place. Waiting for her. Waiting for her to come home. Is it working? Obviously you can see that it's not. How far could someone have gone in the truck? The gas left in her could have gone farther than 100 miles. 100 miles, okay. No, 100. Say 100. Sorry, 100. It's fisherman's lingo. It means 11. Okay. 100 means 11. Missing truck. That's a shame. back. She has to come back. She'll run out of gas otherwise. And what will she be? Good luck with that. Don't waste Mr. Chapman's time. I will waste his time as much as I want. Kitty! Surely a fisherman yearns for a glorious death at sea, not to wind up behind a desk. Hello there. I wonder, do you ever wish you had a glorious death at sea? Oh, many a sea creature has tried to give me one, pal, but before they can get their teeth in me, I've reboned them 6 ways to Sontag. Be on the highway. Spits of wad of chewing tobacco out the door. Guy Chapman, Chief Reboning Officer, Largemouth Bass and Sons. Are you here about Tom? All the posters about the missing children. Find one child and you'll find the other. My Tom has been lured into the lair of Occam's gator by that Jezebel of a deboner's daughter. That's pretty, that's harsh, man. To call someone a Jezebel is, whew, yikes. For those of you who are not familiar with the story of Jezebel, if I remember correctly, she convinced her daughter to request the head of John the Baptist on a silver platter as a reward for pleasing her, the king and his guests with her dancing. As well as OT with Elijah. Anyway, good and true fisherman led astray by that delinquent sorceress who's never cared a Walt Whitman for what we do here with largemouth bass. Being a little sexist, don't you think? How is Kathy responsible? Well, the arrogance of youth. Kathy Tracy never thought she had anything to fear from Occam's gator. She didn't respect him. Several times I caught her attempting to summon the beast by shouting his name 3 times in a mirror, directly into the mouth of a bass. It was going to end with her in Occam's belly. I didn't think my Tom would be fool enough to go along with it. Oh, hey, cowboy, welcome! Moo! Occam's gator, I've heard of him. Chapman's cheeks darkened to the murky hue of a humpback anglerfish. As long as there's been a largemouth bass and sons, there's been an Occam's gator, to our great misfortune. I'd venture that there's no creature of land nor sea quite so terrible. 12 feet tall he is, red as a furnace with smoke billowing from his nostrils. He and his rapacious appetites are a plague on our business. He'll eat everything we've got. Largemouth bass, everything. First thing... Wait, what? First thing my eyes lock onto when I start a stream is you're being a little sexist. There's 2 people here, and both of their children have gone missing, and they blame each other, or they blame each other's child for convincing the other to run away or something, or get eaten by Occam's gator. Keep in mind, no one's actually seen Occam's gator. It's like, and neither of these people can agree on what it looks like. Yeah, Romeo and Juliet. That's what we understand so far, but we're not entirely sure. It's just what it sounds like right now. Keeps me up at night wondering what we did to deserve him. Is it a sin against the land to both debone and rebone fish? Perhaps. Perhaps. But dang it, what gives our basset zing? That's what gives our basset zing. Being a little sexist, don't you think? Not remotely. I'm not saying anything about her gender at all. Only saying that she may have gotten my boy eaten by a gator man. When you throw words around like Jezebel, that's a little loaded. Is it? I didn't mean anything by it. I'm willing to change, but you have to be patient with me, alright? I'm old-fashioned. Can't keep up with all these new ideas your generation has. Gender, penicillin. You think Tom could run away on his own? Absolutely not. Tom's a third-generation bass boy. Proud and true. Why, just last month he said, I'm excited about my future in reboning largemouth bass, Dad. That sound like the words of a boy with one foot out the door? Nah, it's a simpler explanation. Siren song of Kathy Tracy, who lures good men into the bellies of gators. Is there a finder's fee? 200 meat for starters and my mother's fishing rod for the entree on one condition. I don't want you looking for Kathy on Tracy's dime. It's Tom that needs saving, and he needs saving from her. So that's the condition. And you need to find Tom, so that's two conditions. Is it a special fishing rod? It is. And I'll tell you why. It has never caught a fish. Oh, that sounds worse than a normal fishing rod. It has never caught a fish. Always catches two. Don't know how it works, but don't want to know how it works. Just thank Poseidon for the bounty. Think about it. Thinking. There's no time for thinking, man, while Tom's still missing. We don't live in a puzzle book. I'm looking for someone myself. Charles Wallace? You fish? No. I'm not the person to ask. I'm a fisherman, friend. My bag is fish. Looking for a human, you want to be asking some sort of human fisherman. You are a human fisherman. His expression turns sour. Now that you've poked a hole in his premise, he has lost interest in the conversation. Okay, I don't know where your friend is, alright? Alright, bye. I think I like Tracy's deal better. Oh, with the reboning knife of righteousness has complete fast been forged. Book of Karis. Kitty! Fishermen's cats are a touchy sort and regard unproven outsiders with the highest suspicion. The cat avoids your touch. You get the sense that only true loyalty to the fisherman's cause will overcome its suspicions. Alas. Chum Bucket is inscribed. A stranger is just a chum you haven't met yet. Chum Bucket says, champagne for my real chums, real pain for my sham chums. Chum pain for my real chums, chum pain or real pain for my chum chums. This one's a little more esoteric. Lies beyond that door is only for fishermen. What is it? Fish. Can I fish here? There's one born every minute. Eee. What's back here? Your quarters? And how would you know that? That's where Mr. Tracy is his. Maybe the two of you are more similar than you'd like to admit. Back off, Freud. Can I go inside? For our family's private quarters? I'd sooner let a dogfish loose in my socks. Is that something you do? Rarely. That's all. This must be the mess, right? It is. Where we proudly serve reboned fish, just the way we like it. What you see, I don't want to see you slipping any bones out of that fish, you hear? You definitely won't see that. I don't know what the chum buckets are for, though. Alright, Tracy. Finder's fee. And he would give me an extra 100 meat and his grandfather's fishing rod. I don't have enough moxie to throw in the fishing rights. Good. Now, Peter, our guard by the front gate, was the last to see Occam's gator in the sickening flesh. Peter chased him off our property to a revolting little hamlet, but dared not enter himself. I'll mark it on your map. Convinced that's where you'll find Occam's, and inside Occam's, Kathy. Your guard already showed me where that is. Good old Peter. He's worth every fish we pay him. Got a goofy strut. Yeah, he's got I have the I have the high heels on. So if you have the high heels on, they do the goose step here. Yeah, I have the extra high heels. Just makes your step higher. Vampire boots. I can float. That doesn't really do anything. Just make you, I think it's gonna just make you slower. A single shoe. I think this makes you, like, hop around on one foot. But I just like the silliness of doing the high step here. Apart from the sweet sorrows of this place, forsooth. I don't want to go to Mudhenge just to see what's there. Ist, get an eyeful of those two big palookas over there. Ist? Molly points out two burly men dressed in leather and furs, bearing the body of a dead gatorman. Well, considering the swampy ground, they're less burying it and more just covering it in mud. They look up in surprise as Molly saunters over nonchalantly. What's the dope, Bruno? You fitting a lizard with a Chicago overcoat? Nah, doll, it ain't like that. Ain't it? My peepers ain't... Aw, jeez, fuck. Come take a look at this. Take a closer look at the body of the gator man before it disappears into the mud. He is dressed in some kind of uniform with an official-looking cap, epaulets, and a big canvas bag. Oh no. These two mugs have gone and flipped a mailman! That's a caper that'll bring the G-men down on you like a ton of bricks! No, look, we didn't. Tell it to Sweeney, but don't flip your whip, sugar. We ain't pigeons. We don't rat you boys out to the flatties. Appreciate that, miss. Set something of a trading post here for leather goods and the like. That tickles your fancy. Two men retreat to the clearing while you confer with Molly. Location unlocked. The Leather Brothers. Ooh, a leather store. Let's go ahead and have a look-see. Leather jackets aren't exactly in style. Maybe not, Buck, but a Gatiston handbag is always the Ritz. We'll check it out later. Mission to meet. Very clean booth for such a muddy henge. Welcome to Mudhenge. What is this place? Friend, it's Mudhenge. What's that? One area's most popular henges. Folks travel from all over to see this mysterious mud. Heard of Stonehenge? Is it like that? I don't see the comparison. Don't? She sighs. Look, we could talk for hours about Stonehenge. Stonehenge is big. Stonehenge is strong. I've gone over all of this. So with respect, what I'm interested in talking about is Mudhenge, which is a formidable monument in its own right, so much more than just a first draft of Stonehenge, as they sometimes say in the magazines. What's so special about Mudhenge? Special? Well, during the swamp solstice, it's said that the needle of a compass placed on the central altar will point not west, but secret west, where lies the thing you need the most. That's special enough for you? When is the swamp solstice? If you're in the swamp, it's pretty much always the swamp solstice. What is the secret west? I'm no mystician, but secret west is the direction in which lies that thing your heart is most missing. It's said that a compass laying on the altar of Mudhenge during the swamp solstice will point to the secret west. That was the object of the Mudhenge challenge. Mudhenge challenge? Oh, Mudhenge challenge. Okay. But of course we don't run the challenge anymore. Too hard. Too many missing presumed deads. Think your heart is most missing? It's kind of up to you. Up to your heart, that is. Could be a secret crush, that new job, maybe just a piece of bread. Say my heart is missing Charles now. Charles? That my secret crush? No. Well, whoever it is will be waiting for you out Secret Westway. I'm looking for someone. Looking for someone, Charles Wallace, about my height, similar build. Another missing person? Another? I don't mean to upset you. Mudhenge can be difficult. Some folks have a habit of walking into Mudhenge and never coming out. That's why we don't promote the Mudhenge challenge anymore. That doesn't sound like a challenge. That sounds sort of like murder. The very real risk of going missing that makes Mudhenge such a popular destination for tourists. So they want to go missing? Oh, sure. Folks get their thrills in different ways, but in the end, we all gotta get 'em. Me, I like to make earrings out of live scorpions. Ma'am. Have you seen Charles? Sorry, couldn't tell you. Folks don't always leave a name when they visit. You don't have a guest book? Used to. One night it wandered into Mudhenge and never came back. I like to visit Mudhenge. And why wouldn't you? It's the best and most mysterious henge on this side of the border. Admission is too neat. Here. I knew you wouldn't be able to come all this way without seeing the famous Mudhenge. There's a pamphlet that goes over just about everything we know about the history of this ancient monument. And that was a lot of reading. Whew! Gross muddy flower. Wait, you can't go around the fence this way, but I could just leave. Someone's going to lose their job for this. Whoa. Oh. Okay. Oh, I can't translate it. I don't have enough hobo code. Littlest note about the history of Mudhenge. Great. That over east? Oh. Ah! Hey, damn it. Oh, there's somebody over there. Hello. Wait, stop, come back. Boo. Hello. Wait! Come back! Gator man. Another gator man. Trying to find my way back out of this. Scared off the swamp ape? I know. So if I use that one, it takes me over here. Hello, wait! Why does everybody keep avoiding me? You know, I did a BO. Then you're in a swamp, right? Person! Why do these people keep running away from me? I'm so confused. At least the soundtrack is pretty good, right? Oh. Okay, so we're back with the hobo knowledge. Gator man! Visit the Leather Brothers. You spot a shadow orb hovering around and decide to follow it deeper into the swamp. That might seem like a bad plan considering the old stories about people following will-o'-the-wisps and becoming lost in the swamp forever, but a will-o'-the-wisp is a floating ball of light and this is the opposite of that. So, logically, this is actually a very good plan. But for now, it leads you right into a group of tentacly shadow monsters. Wait, where did Molly go? Look up fallacies. I'm pretty sure that falls under one. Oh, okay. We're cooking with gas. Ouch. Zim Zam Mozzarella. We won! The goodness of your plan has not been proven, QED. If A is not B and C is not B, then A does not have to be C. The C there. Careful of him or he might tan your hide. Means man observes you with a monk-like serenity. Leave this clearing behind? No, not yet. Go in there if I were you. Why? Might not like what you see. Cats aren't human, or sorry, dogs aren't humans, cats aren't human, but you cannot conclude cats are dogs. Sack of genuine leather. It's empty. It's only made of genuine leather. It does not contain genuine leather. The ambiguity is clear now, and the person responsible for the original description has been sacked. Something to say about the dead gator? I swear I didn't know he was a mailman. Never intentionally hunt a mailman. I never accused you of killing a mailman. Ah, hell, me and my big mouth. He was in my way, you understand? He had no idea. I had no idea he was a mailman. I would have touched a mailman if I'd known. My brother, he had nothing to do with it, understand? I swear it. What's wrong with killing a mailman? Listen to yourself. Tell you ain't a hunter, alright? Most any species is fair game for hunting, but mailmen are protected by international treaty. Last hunter I know hunted a mailman got pulled up by the International Criminal Court and mailed to Mars. Like that, is he okay? Obviously he ain't okay. Don't joke with me. That's a nightmare scenario for a hunter. I think mailed to Mars? That shivers down my spine, it does. Who are you? Me? Ain't much to my story. I'm a hunter named John Leathers, and if you can't tell from the accent, I'm from Albion. As a toddler, I hunted small game like mosquitoes and gnats, and moved on to foxes and voles, and such as I grew up. I like the game over here, but I've got my eye on the greatest hunt of all. What's that? Big picture, I'd like to build a ladder to heaven so I can hunt the dinosaurs. More of a 5 to 10 year plan, though. I don't think that's how either ladders or heaven works. I guess it's good to have a dream. Wouldn't it be more practical to build a time machine? Now that just sounds ridiculous. John wipes his brow with the blade. Whew, never been asked so many questions before. Talk the talk, all right, but what about hunting the hunt? Got work that needs doing, but I ain't going out while they're searching the swamp for the sod who killed their mailman. They find me and I'm dead. You don't have to be a Leatherman to know which way the wind blows. What are you asking me exactly? Working on something real important. A project. For that I need 5 gator hides. You know a place you might find them. Scoped it out myself. Couldn't be easier unless it was a smaller number of gator hides. Project. Not so fast. Need to know I can trust you first. Hi, looks like you set up quite the trading post here. John shakes his head. Paul can't speak. Can't or won't? Don't. Like, how'd you become mute, Paul? That's a very personal question. Sorry. Ain't a problem, it's just a hobby of mine to make observation on the nature of questions. Basically, Paul lost his tongue in a poker game. That's awful. Back home, we play our strip poker high stakes, or not at all. Are we gonna steal from John to pay Paul? Wait, what? You trade? Gatorman skin pants. That is a gruesome game. I know. Sharpening stone, add bonus damage to a weapon, roll duct tape. Pickaxe. Probably gonna need that later. Crowbar. I don't need that. Condensed swamp gas. Imagine if Reader's Digest branched out into the sewer treatment industry. The saying is to steal from Peter to pay Paul. Oh, okay. I didn't think of that. Go to the village. They seem pretty focused on their meal. Their after meal hygiene and after hygiene rest, respectively. What am I looking at here? Hi, Thunderbird, welcome! Thank you for the lurk. Oh, have you not seen a Gatorman yet? Sorry, it's hard to keep track. These are the guys Jessica mentioned, and they're pretty much what you expect from the name Gatorman. They're intelligent, upright walking alligators. They have tough, scaly skin, lots of teeth, and pissy attitudes about everything that they aren't already eating. They especially hate intruders and are the second biggest reason that the swamp isn't a popular tourist destination. First being that it's a swamp. I'm alone for right now. Take a look. Somebody's old campsite looks trashed. Oh, we found Charles. Okay. Well, we found his wrench anyway. Amidst all the garbage strewn about, you find a shiny 7-8 inch combination wrench with CW painted on the side. Strange. Obviously, this belongs to Charles, but he doesn't seem like the kind of guy who'd lose one of his tools carelessly, nor the kind of guy who'd leave trash around his campsite. You look around more carefully and discover weird tracks in the mud. Big, clawed bipedal tracks. Gatorman tracks, and there's a spot where some kind of scuffle clearly happened. Ah, jeez. Well, that tears it. Charles Wallace must have gotten kidnapped by Gatormen. Maybe he dropped the wrench on purpose to attract your attention. Hopefully, you can find him soon. Anything else in here? Nope. Oh, I can fish! Let's go! Fishing! Got a greenish brown muck eel. And a bucket of chum. Aw, oh, dang. Well. Guy's just gonna take me out. Bench armor. Yes, that'll help a lot. Hey, there we go. Let's get it away. Get him, Molly. Yay. Nice. I'm surprised that didn't take him out. There we go. Ooh. You won! That'll teach these gator men to go about their regular daily routines when you're around. Got a nasty pastry. You wouldn't feed this to a dog, though you would throw it at a dog if the dog was clearly a threat. Okay, it's a throwing item for battle. Swamp mushroom. Swamp mushroom does not appear in any mycology text because mycologists famously refuse to get their shoes wet. You also collect gator hide for the hunter, which is way less grisly than it sounds. The gator men are just carrying these around. That's convenient. Over there. Boulder blocks the entrance. Don't have anything. Too late to turn tail and run. Gotta fight. Nice. Uh-oh. Ow. Ouch. Nice. Thank you. Decapping a gator seems stupid. When you have this, like, I mean, if it's what you got. Yay! Manticore's Gator Man. It's a tale as old as time. You got Gator Punch. They drink it, but that doesn't mean they like it. Increases the damage of your melee attacks by 5 until you use another potion. Buzz has gotten stronger, which is great. Oh no. Oh dear. That doesn't... Like magpies and shiny objects, gators are compelled to hoard all of Grandfather's items. That's odd. Nothing should grow in here. Gatormen put away their rocks when they're done playing. A ghost! Well, this is hardly the strangest thing you've seen over the last few days. It's definitely pretty weird. It looks like a ghostly man, obviously his head. You can just barely make out his body if you squint. You reach out to touch him, but your hand passes right through. He doesn't respond to any attempt to get his attention, but instead he seems focused on something you can't see to the left of that disgusting fly-covered meat. After a few minutes, the novelty sort of wears off, so you get on about your business. Like most hanging sacks of gore in these places, this one is swarming with flies. Grandfather's chair. Like grandfather's bags. You find a bundle of meat stashed in one of the bags. Apparently the creatures have no need for money. I wonder how they can afford the rent on this place. Grandfather's disgusting bird bath. Search it. You're not so sure that was a great idea. You got grandfather's teeth. Which grandfather are we talking about here? Just sell them, I guess. I'm pretty sure I would not survive it if I tried to take these guys on. This beast prefers books to strange obelisks. Are they just looking at it? Oh, hello. Wait, what? A long and knotty finger of eldritch energy. Oh. This is like a teleporting thing? There's a lot of meat hooks. They're all sleeping. This is so weird. Not entirely sure what that did. Beasts are too enthralled by the strange obelisk to notice you. Oh, there's the man. You're not alone in this place. The, so... Some... Something. Haha. Oh, right. It's written backwards. Wait, I don't sound like that. I can see everything. You can't understand me. So you can't expect me to understand that. In the portal, huh? In the portal, I can see everything that ever saw and ever will be. Everything that is to be known in our world. In this one and all the worlds in between. Oh. He's saying that okay, he's saying that in the portal he can see everything that ever was and ever will be, everything that is to be known in our world, in this one, and all the worlds in between. Oh, let me take a look at that. Oh, all worldly knowledge is contained in the swirling star field. It's kind of like a super terrestrial library, but I don't have enough mysticality to look in it. You won't even look at. You won't even look at you. He does not concern himself with the peasants. Ooh, I'm not sure I liked how that sounded. Oh. Pretty easy to make this song creepy by placing in a disturbing context, but they really outdid themselves here. The building is way larger than it looks like from the outside and is absolutely full of sleeping gatormen. Did I wake some of them up? Nice. It works, so we have two. There's like two healers here. Yay! Only good gatormen or fewer gatormen? Do I have enough? I do. Pretty sure he only wanted 5. Oh. And we're back. Back to the little other brothers. Sploomf. Ah, for the love of... What's with all these stinking mushrooms? I got spores all over me again. Why, yada. Don't shoot them. You'll just get more spores everywhere. Yeah, but I'll feel better about it. Revenge ain't a solution for every situation, Buck, but it works more and more often than you'd think. Just wipe the spores off with this handkerchief. Don't get bent out of shape. Never happened when I was working the strong-arm jobs. Well, except for that time the goblin exploded on me. You got fragrant spores. Increases your mysticality by 1 and the damage of your magical weapon attacks by 3 until you use another potion. Like, what kind of fragrance are we talking about here? I got your hides, sir. Got the hides you needed. Need? Bad news for you. Don't need them. You keep them. That was just a test. Wanted to see if I could trust you with the real work. Seems I can. Ready for some real hunting? Real hunting? Truth is, I got no need for 5 gator hides. My ambitions are far bigger. You met Paul. You know he's mute. I'm working to build him a leather tongue. What do you need for that? 10 gator hides. I can still do that. Great. My brother will be thrilled. He's building a leather prosthetic tongue? I don't think that would work quite so well. Go to the hamlet. Briefly lose track of where you're going because of all these big wet trees that look the same. You stumble across a ramshackle dwelling bearing the unmistakable aroma of illicit distillation. You found the moonshiner's cabin. We'll check that out later. Guards stop in their tracks and start sniffing around. Suspiciously. They're almost certain to notice if you get any closer. Staying put isn't an option here. Which way you want to go and how. Charge! Looks like none of them are going to go after me at the moment. Nice. Why are you attacking your own? It's like, why are you attacking him? Maybe they have some kind of buff. At least they seem to be doing better now that I've had some time to buff my stats a little bit. Turns out those gators should have been avoiding you. You got gator cheese. You're going to choose not to interrogate the biological means by which the stuff is produced. And we got more gator punch and some more gatorman hide. I am the terror that stalks the swamp. Hey Buck, over here. Hey Buck, hold still a minute while I hit you in the knees with this lead pipe, okay? What? No! Aw, come on! Got a swell idea for improving my kneecapping technique and I want to test it out. Well, you can wait until we get into a fight with someone and try it out on them. Phooey. I hate waiting for stuff. Molly's kneecap attack now deals an extra 5 damage. Yes! Another one of the Gatorman campsites. Maybe the ones who kidnapped Charles came this way. This campsite is similar to the previous one. A lot of the Gatorman tracks and a lot of discarded trash. These Gatormen sure are slobs. You also find a 15-16-inch wrench combination labeled CW. Looks like you're on the right track at least. You have nothing to fear from me. The handle on this fridge is busted. This is going to be a headache come lunchtime. No dice, and the door isn't opening either. Whoever smashed in the handle wanted to keep you out, or keep something in. Magical talking sandwich, maybe. Safe hanging in an unsafe manner from the ceiling. It's got a combination lock on it, and you don't know the combination. Sleepy. Sleeping Gatorman. Unless he's lying about being asleep. Do not let him lie. If you say so. What would you like to do as an alternative to letting this Gatorman continue sleeping? Let sleeping Gatorman lie. Let him lie one way or another after all. Fine, I'll leave him alone. Must be a second shift. Luckily, they're all facing the other way. Ambush! Aww. Boo. Hey, I didn't wake him up, though. Now deals 8 physical damage. She's still gonna get... Yep. Ouch. Get him. Oh dear. I might not survive this one. Yep. I don't have enough stench damage, or stench, covered with scabs. They might have been the second shift, but they definitely finished that fight in first place. You wait a few minutes for your wounds to scab over. Silver's still pretty good. 85 XP. Stony Heart. Look like I can just walk past them. Helps with stencher.
All your base belong to us.
Ermagerd, it's a raid! Hi, Guardian! Hello! Hello, Raiders, welcome! Ignore him being subbed and me not being subbed, by the way. Uh-huh. Hi, guys! Oh, Seraphweed is back. Blade Raid! Yeah, let's go! Hello, everybody. My name is Stitches, and we are currently on a very silly journey in Shadows over Loathing. If you've ever seen or have ever played West of Loathing, this is the sequel to that. Which, if you have not played West of Loathing or have not watched somebody else play West of Loathing, what are you doing? It's great. Go look. It's such a fun game, especially Markiplier did a really fun playthrough of that when it came out. It's probably the only reason why I even know these games exist. Clothing gloves, physicality, moxie, ranged weapons. Just an enemy stats and HP by your muscle. I thought I had 2 of these. Pleasant hymnal. I don't really have anything made plier. Like, I don't really have anything that protects my character against stench damage, unfortunately. Yikes. At least I have the Thunder Ring. Brain feels more cooked and you have to make dinner soon. Okay, Blade, well, thank you for stopping by. I still appreciate it. Ah! Yay! Oh! Okay. Whew. Let's kneecap him. Bang! Hey! I didn't realize that was going to hurt me. At least we got him this time. You've dispatched the guard gators and your path forward is clear. Thank you, thank you. Got swamp haunch, a slab of bone and flesh from some animal too distasteful to even mention, let alone eat. And of course, we got more Gatorman hides. By the time we're done here, I'm sure I'll have plenty of the hides that I need for my side quest. Ew. A dangling glob of revolting organic matter. A lot of flies. It's apparently where the Gatormen keep their billions upon billions of swarming bugs. Can we cook it? I don't think it works that way here. Oh! Oh, that's not good. Yikes. Poisoned my mosquito. AoE swarm. Oh, that's That's not good. My pet miss Buzz Aldrin is going to be. Oh, that's a lot of poison. Let's see. Do I have your poison? Yeah. Yeah, it can stack up pretty bad. Woo! Oh, we got it. Is it poison or venom? They get triggered by people confusing the two. It would be poison. Well, on second thought, since they are insects, I'm assuming that they are injecting venom, so then in which case it would technically be venom. Assuming that, they work. What if I fight me and you get hurt? Yep, that's always a fun exchange. Poison is only toxic if consumed. Venom is toxic if injected. I don't think the developers thought that far. You got the item Extra Blood. Combat item. Some of it is almost certainly yours. Heals 20 HP. This is Froxus's fault. Uh-oh. What did he do? Okay, that's if you want to fight them, you can. Gatorman Hamlet. A forge, presumably for hammering on terrible gator metals. Seems the Gatorman's... I didn't see what it said. Seems to be where they store their meat. Rack of horrible looking weapons. Grab one. You got the frogging fork. A terrible rusty metal fridge dangles from the ceiling of this terrible rusty metal hovel. Rate it. Got some dried swamp meat. Meat of indeterminate origin and low humidity. And swamp mushroom. The name Froxus sounds like an anti-venom. Better than last month when you were mouthwash. This Gatorman seems less aggressive than is typical for these guys. Talk to him. Hi there. Greet, human. Not eat. Greet. Thanks, I appreciate that. You seem a bit more relaxed than the rest of the gator folk. Yes, everyone crazy. Don't no reason. Not be long. Leave swamp. Where will you go? Don't know. Wander? Oh, like a hobo? Hobo? What that? Basically someone who travels from place to place because they're looking for work, or just don't have anywhere specific to be. Yes, hobo gator. First though, need weapon. Defend self. Offer him a weapon. Or hang on. I'll ask about hobo code. Do you know any hobo code? Hobo code? What that? Oh, right, you don't know any yet. It's like little symbols that hobos use to leave messages for other hobos. Here, I can show you some of the basic ones. You teach them the symbols for safe camp, cops here, and the increasingly rare and exciting pie on windowsill. And you know the venom versus poison meme, right? Yes. Yes, I do. It's been a while since I've read it, though. Diarrhea medicine next. Offer him a weapon. I'll give him the fork. I'm doing things. Weapon weak. Need power. The rocking board has 5 base damage, and that's not strong enough? Gray Skull one? I wonder what he wants. Can't force the door. Moxie. Don't know what'll happen if we eat the swamp mushroom. Increases muscle by 1. We let him go first. Dag nabbit. A ring can hurt both my enemies and my allies. That just sucks. Maybe we can get this guy's weapon. Got the Gatorman safe combination. Yay! The combination to the safe. 3 numbers too repulsive to even display here. Ah, got some meat. You dial in the horrible combination and open the safe. If only I could figure out a way to get this guy out. I needed... Apparently I need something with a high base damage than 5. Mute maid. I guess there's some things that I'm missing. I've only found 2 of Charles's wrenches. Alright, we'll have to explore a little bit more. Nearly at the 2-hour mark. Oh yeah, I haven't gone to see the moonshiner shack yet. A burly hunter trudging through the mud gives a holler. As he nears, you see he's toting a shotgun under one arm and carrying a pile of gator hides over his shoulder. What are you doing? Swamp's no place for our little boy. Gators will eat you alive. Take this. Get yourself a seat on the next bust out. Ugh. Wow, that's not enough money for the bus? Fine, take it, but go. Okay. Not a little boy, by the way. Today, our 24-hour curvy air ride collab. A rotten stump is crawling with worms, and the worms are crawling within it. It's a chaotic mess of animal tracks leading in all directions. You can identify several sets of tracks leading away from the cabin. Cat tracks, badger tracks. Let's try the human footprints. Follow the human footprints and they lead to, let's call it an improvised latrine a few yards away from the cabin. You decline to investigate further. Leave that alone for a sec. A ramshackle cabin, or maybe a ram cabin shack. Pot's been demoted from soup to chamber. Black. Whoever was here last must have left in a hurry. There's still a poker game in progress. Moonshine. That is illegal. Yes. You draw cards until you beat all the hands that were left on the table. Then you collect your winnings. Gain 17 meat. There's a spare car tire leaning against the wall here. The tread pattern on the tire identifies it as a Lincoln, which sounds like an impressive piece of deduction, but honestly, the top hat and beard were a dead giveaway. It's full of ashes, but they're cold. Seems like nobody's been here for a while. A couple of soggy bedrolls. Rusty old fire-powered still. You're pretty sure these aren't meant to be operated indoors. There's nothing in this jarro. Interesting in there. Only in some places. It's legal in some places. Roxas admitting he runs a brewery in a shed. I have no shed. I have a shed. I want to follow the kitty tracks. You follow the cat tracks, but after a few minutes they lead up a tree you're not willing to climb. I guess if I'm being honest, it's really a tree you're not capable of climbing. Just trying to preserve your dignity. Alright, duck tracks. You follow the duck tracks, which lead you through a lengthy sequence of locations that are of zero interest to non-ducks. Horse tracks? You follow horse tracks to some water, but you don't drink it. I mean, why would you? It's nasty swamp water. Wait. The tire tracks weren't there earlier. Moonshiner's Cave. You follow the tire tracks until you lose track of them in the water near a partially submerged cave. Canada allows home distillation. Interesting. No fishing. Another one of the Gatorman campsites. There's another Gatorman camp, alright, and there's 4 more wrenches here. 3132, a 6364, a 127, 128, a 255, 256. Charles must carry one heck of a toolbox. The wrenches are laid out in the shape of an arrow pointing toward a nearby hill. From the top of the hill you can see some sort of fort in the distance, apparently hammered together out of rusty scrap metal. It's gotta be where the Gatorman took him. Got the Gatorman Fortress location has been unlocked. Grab all the wrenches and combine them with the other ones he dropped to complete the set. Turn the set to Charles when you find him. No fishing. Disobey! Got a delicious oyster. Increases your sleaze armor. You caught a flat-finned mud squelcher. Got swamp honey. A sticky glob of honey made from the pollen of fetid swamp flora. Increases your stench armor by 5. Take Greenland, though. Moonshiner's Cave. What you guys doing? A couple of shady-looking characters furtively skulking in this cave. Hi? Hi. Hello. Where are you guys? We're the Schlitz brothers. I'm Clem. Shut up, Clem. You might be a proey. I ain't Clem. And I ain't Jarvis. Relax, guys. I'm not a prohibition agent. I'm just passing through. My name's Rufus. Oh, well, that's a relief. Sure is. Good to meet you, Rufus. What are you doing in this weird cave? Got ourselves in a right predicament is what we've done. What happened? The short version, please. Short version is a pack of mean varmints stole all our hooch. Down in the back of the cave there. And also I locked the truck keys inside of the truck on accident. This caper's been a real carnival of errors, that's for sure. Let's see what I can do. Oh, I see something. What's this? Confident limestone. Listen carefully to the stone. It gives you good advice, and the materials with which to implement it. Got some shellac, some energizing powder, and some grit. They're all drinking. That locked alright. Could probably jimmy the door open if you had a coat hanger. Weird shadow pocket or pouch. Reach inside. You stick your hand in the hole, grab the first thing your fingers brush against, and yank it back out. You got shadow grease. It has the same last 8 letters as elbow grease, but that's where the similarities end. Shadowy pocket vanishes with an otherworldly yeah, it's like I feel like I've missed a whole conversation. Wow, does Canada hate? I don't hate Canada. I've only ever been to Niagara Falls though, so I don't really have a leg to stand on. Sorry, Inky. What have we done to deserve this other than the time we burned the White House? All the additions to the Geneva suggestions and rejection of joining the U.S. 3 times. We're fine being alone. You can take Greenland though. You are? That's why 90% of CA population lives within 2 hours of the U.S. border? Yes. That's because weather. You know what? That's fair. I was like, 15% of Americans live in California. What does that say about you? The world is tilted and all the screwballs roll to California. What about Florida, though? There's a lot. You have to admit, there's a lot of screwballs in Florida. I can't harvest any more of that. The Gatormen have gotten into the Schlitz brothers' stash of hooch. They're popping the bottle caps off with their teeth and guzzling down the contents, just generally having too much of a good time to take notice of you. Approach. They growl menacingly, plainly too sozzled to just jump up and attack you. On the other hand, if you get too near their booze, they could charge in an instant. I don't have enough mysticality. Gotta fight them. Dig nabbit. Alright. A crazy uncle in California, but your sister and brother-in-law left Florida. We have some people that moved to Florida from our on my mom's side of the family, but they moved to the pretty part of Florida. The beaches and everything. Live in Canada's California, British Columbia. He is super liberal. Yoink. Nice. Got him. Well. I hit myself. As liberal as Ferox's. Yay, we did it! There's still a few cases of hooch left. You got gator skin pants and 2 swamp mushrooms. Jarvis and Clem's hooch. What's left of it? This here hooch ain't nothing to shake a stick at, that's for dang sure. Anything else back here? Nope. Got your hooch I got your hooch back, boys. I dealt with the gators. You get your hooch, at least what's left of it. You hand over the case you picked up. Well, heck, that's great news. Thanks, fella. We'll get to loading the truck in a jiffy. At least one of them looks happy. I don't have a coat hanger, so I can't, like, you know, can't really do anything about the truck. I should probably stop for now, though. Hey, I work for a living. I do too! What a coincidence. Yeah, I get to work from home. I don't know about you. My tea's gone cold. Anyway, let's see. Who is on? Most of the other Christian VTubers are out at ReachCon. Not a whole lot of them streaming. I am left alone, all on my lonesome. Well, Days of Indie. Christian VTubers disappeared. Now we can have a coup. Make ourselves the new Christian VTubers. I mean, I won't stop you. They'll still have a place to come back to, though. You know what? Let's see. You can find someone new. Wow, not a lot of people out. Obel Espada is playing D&D. Splativerse or Splattyverse is playing Splatoon 3. let's do Splitiverse. Oh, that's such a cute little avatar. Alright, we're gonna raid Splativerse. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good night. If I can, I'll try and stream on Saturday. So hopefully I will see you then. But if I don't, I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye!